it's a problem. Late last year, we formed a coalition of people under 30 to start to engage younger people in voting and activism. I was very blessed that my party asked me to carry that forward into this race, again, against Congressman Young and at the time Jessica Early. We've been very happy to be able to bring that engagement forward. We've been very lucky to get to work with the same groups that I've been working with for the last 10 years in different social communities and different civics projects that we actually get to hear the voice. Since February, we've been out in the neighborhoods, walking doors, holding small town halls, holding small meetings, to hear what the constituents actually want, hear what they really want to get done, and start bringing together real solutions that aren't party. Yes, I'm a libertarian. No, I'm not that kind of libertarian. Pragmatism is and has been our #1 objective. What can we get done? What can we get done now? There is a lot of long-term solutions. We don't have time for most of them. We know that going into the new year, before we get there, whichever one of us you choose to send, we're going to be walking into a mess. We know that the next fiscal fight is coming right before we get there. And we know whatever they decide to do is going to be a fight for the rest of the year. We need real solutions. We need to come together and we need to fight to fix this. Our biggest focus so far in my campaign has been tax reform. There's been several good solutions that have been presented by both parties that have all gotten shot down. Why aren't we simplifying the tax code? Why aren't we making it more fair? Why aren't we making it easier for small businesses to do their jobs? Right now we have massive subsidies. We're wasting tons of taxpayer money on the biggest intakers at the highest level. Yet small businesses have to fight and scrape. I've been in small business in this community my entire working life. I've been in commercial diving for 15 years, and our company doesn't hold any more than 16 people. Yet we still got killed by Affordable Care Act. We still got killed by the new insurance laws and the new taxes that got passed. And 16 people. Most of my guys don't make that much money. How are they supposed to pay these new insurance costs? It's something that I've worked with and lived with every day. I've seen each and every time we raise the taxes, each and every time we hit small business with big business regulations. That, for me, has been one of the biggest issues. We regulate people like Walmart. They love it. They pay for it. They ask DC to give them those regulations simply so that competition goes away. Government contracting has been another big one that we've looked at. I'm very proud of the legacy that Congressman Young has left us for this community. It's something I want to stand on. We need to make contracting easier. We need to make it fairer. We need to get cronyism out of the way. There are amazing small businesses in this community that have not a shot to get any of these contracts. We need to open it up. We need to make it easier. We need to grow small business because that is where we're going to get unemployment further down in this system.
Thank you. At this time, we'll take your 4-minute question and answer session.
Your choice.
Hi, I'm Corey Adler. Can you tell me how you plan to go is Leonard Schmiege, and you can watch this